Hi folks, hope you're all well. It's been a while since I've done a video. Been a while since I've been out actually. Lockdown's been long and hard this winter, so yeah, not been a great time for everyone, but things are starting to be relaxed now and we can get out again. The reason I'm doing this one is I've recently acquired a Hungarian Zeltbahn tent. And I have a few other military tents and I thought it's time, let's get them all out and compare them and see what's what. I do love old school canvas military tents, and so this is now my fourth one, and I might stop there, who knows, we'll see, but let's get them up and have a look. So this is the first military tent I owned. It's the Dutch Army canvas tent, and yeah, I love it. So it's the first one I bought. There's a lot of room in here. I'll move the camera around in a second, but there's a lot of room, a lot of headroom this end, fair bit of room your feet, and also you can get your bag in above your head there on top of all your gear. It's got a built-in liner which is quite thick. One thing about all these tents is they are weighty. They're not for going hiking or anything. They're just, you know, good for a one-nighter somewhere. This is a permission woods, so you know it's fine. I can just park the car outside and just walk in with all this stuff, but I wouldn't want to go hiking with any of this stuff. And also, if it gets wet, it can be heavy. This one I have proofed, just to be sure. I've heard of issues with the zips because there's holes where the zips run through, but I've never actually experienced it myself. Occasionally, if I'm out for a couple of nights and I know it's going to be heavy rain, I'll put a tarp up, but generally I've had it in showers and things and it's been absolutely fine. One thing you can do with the zips on the end here is if you put a drip line in, so anything does run down the side of the tent rather than coming in through the hole, it'll run down the drip line and drip off onto the floor. But just to show you, that's my feet right near the end, and I got a fair bit of headroom up here. Yeah, I used this at the Bushcraft show, so I was very happy with it. Did 4 nights in it there, and yeah, got on with it absolutely fine. You can straighten this out a bit more. The ground's very soft here, it's quite hard to put it out properly. Let's have a look inside. So there's that tall head end I was on about. Quite a bit of room. These also, that zip on the other side is here, and on the other side, that you can kind of zip a few of these together and have a big long line. I've never actually really seen it done, and if it was more than 2, you wouldn't want to be the person in the middle because everyone's gonna have to climb over you to get to their spot. But yeah, it's say zips on both sides. That's quite a good flare over the top of the zips, so rain hopefully shouldn't come in. I will have to do a rain test at some point. There are pockets, and I don't know if it will show up here at all, but up here there are vents which I can, there, I don't know if you can see that there. There you go. So there's vents on either side as well for warmer weather. yeah, Dutch Army camo tent. One of my faves, one of my go-tos. Next up we have the Polish Lavvu. Now this is a favourite of many people. There are sites, pages on Facebook for it. People love it. This one is a size 2. The size is donated by the number of rings there. They go from 1 to 3. 3 like hen's teeth now. They're really rare. It's really hard to get hold of them. So yeah, I'm quite glad I got this one when I did. I've camped in this a few times. I've not proofed it, and I'm not going to, because it has been in the shower and been fine. This is to show that I'm going to put it on the far side because you won't see me, but you can get a full layout in this. So here, loads of room here. The pole is in the middle, which isn't ideal, but you can either suspend it from a ridge line on the top here, or what I've seen other people do is put a tripod either on the outside and suspend it, or on the inside just to give it a bit of frink, and you can lose this pole, which gives you a layout in the middle. I have on this one attached shock cords to give it just a little bit of extra height, so and a bit of breeze underneath. If it was really cold, I'd probably just peg it straight down, but I prefer it like this. I've also, as with all my tents, swapped out the regional poles that come for it for lightweight aluminium ones. This makes the whole thing a lot lighter, and the other ones are like heavy steel. It's just really heavy and bulky, and these cheap as chips, and yeah, on eBay, and it really makes it a lot easier to put up and carry. This is 2 ponchos which are buttoned together, so this can come apart. You can have it as a half shelter if you wanted to, so it would have been for 2 soldiers getting together, buttoning up the ponchos and both, you know, hunkering that down for the night. So there's a lot of room. It gets very warm in all of these tents actually, when you're in them, and your body heat's warmed up, or if you've got a lantern or something. So the canvas is great. Let's say this one I've been in with a few showers. I will put it up in the garden at some point and hose it down and let it dry, and hose it down and let it dry a couple of times, because that will make the weave tighten up and help it be more waterproof, which saves me adding chemicals on it, which I don't really want to do. But yeah, again, this is another go-to. I love it. I'd be really hard pushed to pick between the two. I really would. I love them both for separate reasons. The good thing about the Dutch one before is it's got a built-in liner, which is lovely for if there's bugs and things around, or just a wet ground, it's easier. But you can put a tarp down on these and it's no problem at all. Here we have the French Army tent. I only got this late last year and I've only used it once, but I did really like it. I believe, if I get this right, it's the F4, I think. F3, F4, I'll check it out and put it in. But this is the canvas version. There's more of a sort of a nylon version, which I wasn't so keen on getting. I like the canvas. I don't know how waterproof it is yet. I haven't tried it as such, but I do know a British Army basher will fit on it perfectly over the top if you wanted to just give it a bit of extra protection. Again, this is lined on the ground, so you've got a lot of protection from the elements, insects and the like. So yeah, lined again, a lot of space. So sleeping, it's one half, so loads of room for all your gear. Very long, opens either end for ventilation if you wanted to. And I'll bring the camera in a minute because there's vents to show as well, but just to show you, try not to get too much mud in, but it's going to be very comfortable here on one side. Don't know if you can see me, with plenty of room on the other side for all your gear, or someone else if you wanted to be snug. But yeah, used it once in this woods and really liked it. It was really cozy. All these tents have been under the £50 mark. Some have been dirt cheap, like £20. I think most I paid was for the Lavvu, which was 50. Again, I can't remember now, it's been a while, but yeah, all quite cheap. Picked up from military surplus stores most of the time, or eBay, but yeah, great for one night out. So all the way along on both sides here, come on, focus in, there we go, there's a mesh net which goes along the whole length. I'm not going to open the whole thing, but it runs along both sides, so there's plenty of ventilation here, so this would be a great summer tent. And this is the thinner of the tents as well. Okay, on to the fourth and final of my military tents. This I've only had a few weeks, and it's the Hungarian Zeltbahn. I'm not sure what to make of it as yet. It's got a lot of anchor points, which means lots of pegs and a lot of faffing to square it away, to get it all square and tight. So yeah, not 100% on this one yet, but we'll see. Just going to go and grab a top and get inside. So this is definitely smaller than a Lavvu, I think, on the lengthwise. It's square, so that might make it a bit easier to get in, but let's just try. Oh, this is tight. Not so sure about that one. Won't be using it for tonight, that's for sure. Got to have a play around this, get used to it, setting it up. But no, I'm not. You can use it tonight. Not sure which one I'm going to use tonight yet. I've got a bit of a choice. The other thing is, being military surplus, there are a few holes and things I've spotted, which I'll need to patch up. But for its price, middle of summer, no rain. Even though it's heavy, it'd be probably quite good in the winter as well. But yeah, too many peg holes. It's going to have to do a lot to win me over from the others. This one and the Lavvu, they don't come in a bag, so you have to find some way of carrying them. I use straps that I've made out of paracord, which tend to do the job. I might make some leather ones later on when I have some spare time. The Dutch and the French Army ones, they have their own bag, although the French Army one is too big, so it just flaps around inside. It's too bulky, it's too big a bag. You've seen it earlier. I might try and find a better sized bag for that. Yeah, one thing when I put this together, because again this is two ponchos buttoned together, is these buttons are real pain fiddly to get together, and if you've got cold hands, that's going to be a real pain. And the Lavvu can be similar to that as well, so I might look at fixing some sort of popper system to it to make it easier, and possibly this as well. Again, some people put zips on these and the Lavvus, and they also put a skirt on the bottom to raise it up, give you more room inside. I'm not going to do that. I'm quite happy with it how it is. Although saying that, I might add one that I could Velcro in. We'll see. And so the outside would still be tight, and then it'd have a drop down skirt which I could just peg in. But that's a job for another day, and when I get used to using a sewing machine, which I really don't know what I'm doing with that as yet, but that's something I hope to learn at some point. That's about it really. I've now got to pack these away. Carl should be coming soon. We're having a night out, so I've got to decide which one I'm going to use and where I'm going to put it, because I've just stuck all these up where I could for the time being for the purpose of this video, so they've all got to come down and one of them's got to go up again. Tonight it's going to be a toss up between the Lavvu and this one here. support the Dutch army.